Welcome, people of YouTube. This is Listen That's bringing you a sports game. I'm going to be playing NBA 2K. Now, I already made my player, and he looks like an earthworm. Alright? And what happened was, as I played the high school games, I did alright. Got drafted to Michigan, and then basically won half of my games and got drafted to the Bucks. So I got after 1 year apparently my friend died or whatever, blah blah blah, and then I got re-signed to the Bucks for 2 years. All right, making like 400 VC. So that's basically my story. Now, the thoughts of the game that I have is I've never really played a 2K game since I don't know how long. It's been a while. Like Nintendo 64 type while. You know, Mario and all that, Mario 64 and all that. Yeah, the Nintendo 64, just for you youngins that don't know about that. Like, what's a Nintendo 64? And then I'm sitting here like, you know, one of the systems that sprouted most of this. And the next thing they're like, oh, iPhone? Oh my god. Anyways, so I give this game probably a, since I've rarely played any of the NBA games. Overall wise, just like a 7. Nothing really too crazy. Maybe a 6.5. Like, it's all right. You know, main reason why I'm playing it is because I want to keep up to date in most of the games that I play. Like most of the games that my friend Cheese buys, I want to be like right up to date with them, you know, make sure that you know, whatever I can play on the channel will just be right there, you know, I'm not sitting there and I'm like just getting my ass whooped in every single game that I play, you know. Anyways, so yeah, about a 7 out of 10. And if I were to compare it to like the old 64 games, I'm gonna give this definitely. This is way better. I mean, the old games couldn't even have proper hit detection, so at least this one has somewhat sort of it. I mean, even though every time you drive down, there's a foul happening, and there's about 30 fouls a game, so and that's all right. I just wish they would fix the way that they talked. Or on a side note, I just wish the way that they like fix the way that you make your character, because you can make your character look so dumb in just one move. Like, watch, wait till you see my guy after all this. You're like, man, he looks just like an earthworm. I'm telling you, it's crazy. But you know, I remember playing like the old basketball games. I can't remember what it was, but like, I think you could play as MJ back then, or something like that. But sorry, it's like for the 64. I don't remember it. And he's on fire, and then like he just has the balls literally on fire when it hits the basket. Oh man, I wish I remember that game. Anyways, so if anyone remembers that game and they literally watched all the way up to this point, can you at least tell me? That'd be awesome. Just comment, please. I mean, I know I could just go on the internet, but you know, that's 2 clicks away. Alright, that's 2 clicks more than I have to do now. Every single click, alright, is a person. Remember that. Everyone, remember that. Alright, so every click you take, when you're just sitting there playing clicky click 3000, remember, every click you take is another mouse dead. Discussion ended. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, so, yeah, this, NBA, I mean, I know they used to have another game, that was like, kept up with this, but then apparently, I think they bought all the rights to all sort of NBA rights, so I don't know. 2K did maybe something like that. I personally don't pay attention to sports. Like Madden, I don't really care about. FIFA, I don't even know what the hell that is. And the hockey, just never been interested in it. Like the way that the graphics are in this game is just your mouths don't move right. Some of the players, let's just say this: if you make a player, it's gonna look weird. But if the game has already processed the other players, you know what I'm talking about, like the AI and all that, they actually look normal. So remember that when you make a character, it's already going to look weird. No matter, like, if you try to put your face into it or whatever, it's just going to look totally weird. So another cool thing that I like about it is how they show the lights on the court. Now, my dad, personally, I showed him, and he was like, No, that looks so weird. He's like, what do you think that would hurt your eyes? And I'm like, no, it doesn't. Well, maybe not me because I've been playing games for so many years. Back all back then, when I was a young lad. So I'm not really like saying that this game is basically good or bad. I would personally say it's just average. You know, like good as in The Witcher 3 good, and bad as in like, oh man, what a bad game, like Assassin's Creed Unity. Yeah, it's just like right in between there. Now, what I think that they can improve on is just the way you create your character. You mean after like 15 years of making a game, you still don't even have a proper created character, and then your story ends at a certain point. So it's like, what the hell? Why, why even make a story for this game when everyone basically dies? You know, like, man, that's crazy. So now you feel like, oh, I'm some kid that's basically playing in the NBA for my friend's death. You know, I'm just like really mad about it, and now I'm just sitting here trying to try my best for it. Like, okay, man, you sound like a cartoon or something. Like, Jesus. So, like I was saying, it's not too great or too bad. You know, like I've seen too bad. You know, like Unity has a ton of bugs in it. This one I don't really see many bugs. Other people's might, and of course you're gonna get on YouTube, and then you're gonna see, bugs galore. People trying to find it. But I can say that Assassin's Creed Unity, that game, like I put it in my Xbox, and I thought I was gonna die. No, I'm just kidding. But you wanna know what they messed up on? No naval ships, man. That's what I really wanted. That's what I really wanted. What else can I say about this game? I like the way that they dribble on the court. And then the way that they throw the pass. Yes. And that's about it. So, yeah, I don't really have anything else to say the game now. Say about the game. So I'm gonna call it a video right here. You guys can go ahead and watch the rest of it. Personally, it's mostly going to be how they explain the game and everything, and like look at this, the cheerleaders or whatever, they get detail about that, and I think it's cool. It makes me feel like it's an actual game, so that's a good thing, the reason why I like the game. But yes, it's good and it's bad, but it doesn't have any uglies really, like something I'm just like, why is that in there? No, not yet, not with what I've played. Anyways, I'm going to end it here. So like, comment, subscribe, whatever other YouTube asks for. I appreciate every single viewer. And have a great day, Be safe. Alright, snow's hitting. So make sure you're safe. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.
Bucks trail by 5. We've got John Henson. Mayo out. Here's Freak. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Orlando.
They've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the intensity is carried over into their ability to get out in passing lanes and really be disruptive in terms of their opponent's offense.
Smith checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And so Greg Monroe nails both of them.
Even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
We always like it when you're aggressive and not settling.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Hezonja. Plays it up and banks it in. Hezonja's got 6.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
To the left side wing. Here is Bayless, guarded by Oladipo. The shot's good from Bayless.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Magic leading by 4. Napier passes to Hezonja. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first half. And the shot is good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Smith against Harris. Smith dishes to Parker. Unloads from 13. And Oladipo pulls it down.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Here's Napier. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Vucevic with the bucket.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Freak kicks to Bayless. Parker a screen on Oladipo. And a wide open look for Freak. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Freak's got 5.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Here's Napier, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Monroe.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And the Magic making a change here. Watson's checked in. And he sinks the second.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Parker, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And the second free throw, good. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to the Wizards.
And given their performance in that game, which was not necessarily a work of art, I had a hard time believing it wound up being as close as it did.
And, you know, as it came down the stretch, Greg, I was thinking, how is this still a game? I mean, how is this still close? You got the sense that it was never going to be their night.
Now here's Freak. He has 5. Monroe right side takes the 13-footer. Good as the jump shot falls.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And we're through the first half of basketball here. And
Well, Nick, a competitive battle out here for you tonight. What's been the mindset for you and this team during the first half?
Just want to come out and not aggressive and just play hard on defense, getting stops. They're a great team, so you know they're not going to quit. They're going to keep playing. And we just have to keep getting stops and keep believing that we can win this game, and good things will happen again.
Nick, thank you. We appreciate it. Gentlemen, back to you.
all right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things.
Continue to have smart possessions. Let's keep the turnovers to a minimum. That was a big boost to our offense.
But we did get a nice lift off the bench in that half. I might want to stay with some of those hot hands, so everybody be ready. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
A lot of action from Gordon. He's got 10 points and 1 steal as well. I tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
And he would have stood out just on.
And the Bucks with some changes. Jabari Parker's checked in for Monroe. Chris Middleton comes in for Antetokounmpo, and Freak subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Vucevic. Victor Oladipo comes in for Harris. Ryan Roberts is checked in for Hezonja. And it's Watson in for Payton. On the court for Orlando, Aaron Gordon out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Then there's Oladipo. Then it's Watson. And it's Roberts in at the 2. Out to Parker. Takes the 13-footer. Cannot hit. Gordon with the defensive effort. Magic have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Traps in the tray. Oladipo's got 7 now in this quarter. Bucks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Henson sets a screen for Freak. Middleton on the wing. Henson with the screen, and it's Middleton penetrating. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Middleton's got the game tied up here for the Bucks. Watson kicks to Roberts. Passes to Gordon. The dish now to Oladipo. The feed to Watson. A 3-ball. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
And here's Freak. 5 points in the game. Dishes it to Middleton. He feeds it to Freak. Rebound by Roberts.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Watson, the pass to Roberts. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Josh Smith, he's checked in for O.J. Mayo. Josh Smith. .103 left in the third quarter. Oladipo against Smith. Clock at 6. Orlando moving the ball around. Rebound, Milwaukee.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Freak kicks to Middleton. Here's Freak. Drills the elbow jumper. Freak's got 7 points.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Another miss by Orlando. The Bucks trail. It's stolen by Watson. Shot from 12. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. With 4 seconds on the clock. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Magic lead by 1. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Freak in at point guard. Miles Plumlee out there with Smith. Then it's Jared Bayless. And it's Parker in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Both teams will make substitutions. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Right wing. Here's Peyton. Misses the shot. And so the Bucks take the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
There's no doubt about it. This guy is a leader. He was in attack mode all night, calling for it and delivering in some big plays and baskets. His point total shows everything that I'm talking about. The defense was like, what am I going to do? And he was like, nothing, because I'm toying with you.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.